common mistake I see people actually made with their troops. Some of the mistakes I also have been done it. I mean, I also make mistakes, but that's why I create these videos so people in the future don't make these mistakes. The game is pretty new, so it happened people to make mistakes. So let's go. First, and for me, the biggest mistake people do with their troops, they don't focus on one troop. Now, there is a lot of videos that you can watch, even on my channel, to actually pick the right troops for the right fights. In general, there are two fights, Alliance War and Behemoth. You need archers as a DPS or maybe infantry as a tank for the Behemoth. And of course, my mages for the Alliance War. If you want to do economic damage, you can go with the cavalry also for the Alliance War. So first point is for me is just focus on archers. Now tanks is maybe you need 2, 3, 4. For the magma, for example, we need 8 tanks. But this is really rare case, the magma, because there are like 4 bosses there. In general, the infantry are not so needed, but definitely we need the best troop with the best damage, because archers have the biggest damage in this game, the biggest base damage. And if you have the biggest base damage, all the percentage you get as an extra boost to your attack will give you more attack just because your base attack is greater. So my suggestion is don't level up and don't spend your own speed ups on different units. Focus your speed ups, just wait some kind of event to actually use your speed ups, or maybe strongest sword, whatever, and focus to create one legion with the marksman units. Because Alliance War, you're not going to see a lot of Alliance War. If you see a lot of war, that means the leadership is not that good. That means your leader of the alliance or maybe officers are not that great, because at the beginning, especially for the season 1, I guess in the season 2 there will be more diplomatic stuffs, so people can actually develop themselves. If you're constantly in the alliance war, that means you better go in the other guild, in the other alliance, so you can perform gathering and basically just develop yourself, because in the alliance war it's really hard. You're going to maybe get zero at your city, your gathering heroes will be constantly killed. So yeah, my suggestion is just move to other guild. And if you're in this type of guild, definitely go for the marksmans. And as I already said, the speed ups, you better use all your speed ups to full legions. It's absolutely pointless to have, for example, each hero, for example, you have 5 heroes for each of these troops, and they all have 100,000 legion capacity, and you have like 50,000 on each troop. Better have 10,000 on 3 or 4 troops and have one full legion for one of the troops, from this to have always not full troops and legion troops, and this will give you some signs that you may actually go pretty fast with the buildings, and you focus more on the building power. Of course, buildings are important, but it's for me it's more important to be helpful for your alliance, because you need to kill these behemoths. Basically, this is the place that alliance will mostly need you, is the behemoth fight. And like you see, each buff has some kind of behemoth buff. Building speed, behemoth buff. Research speed, behemoth buff. Even here, I don't know, here, work Rhinos attack, behemoth buff. So you get the idea. You definitely need one full legion to support your alliance. So I guess this will be for this video. I hope these tips, basically mistakes I actually made because I didn't actually have full legion. I have one more mistake, by the way. Don't first pull your legion, then go for the promotion. If you have one legion with the tier 2, tier 3, tier 1 troops, keep them like this. Just get this, for example, 100,000 full legion, and then start promote the uh, the troops inside, or you can just get 5,000 more troops. Because if you're going to make 2 times a behemoth, you're going to lose some troops on the first try. So to have just something in the to back your army, something like this, to not spend resources, but in general for your legion, then start with the promotions.